Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're plunging into Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. We've gathered, well, a really comprehensive set of reviews and overviews for this, and our mission, like always, is to pull out the most important nuggets of knowledge, the key insights specifically for you.
That's right. Think of this as your shortcut. We want you to be really well informed about this modern take on a classic franchise.
Yeah.
Getting past just the surface stuff,
Okay, yeah, let's unpack this then. So Crash Bandicoot 4, it's from Toys for Bob, and it's billed as a direct continuation of that original PS1 trilogy. It really tries to blend that nostalgic, tough as nails platforming with some genuinely new ideas and honestly really polished modern graphics.
And what's really insightful, I think, is how they did that. The new gameplay systems.
Yeah.
Specifically, the 4 quantum masks. They're a huge deal.
Right, the mask.
Each one fundamentally changes how you play.
Yeah.
You've got Kupunawa, that's the time-slowing one. Turns like these super frantic parts into something more like a precise ballet. Then there's Ika, the gravity shifter, literally flips levels upside down. Makes you totally rethink space.
Whoa!
And Lily lets you phase through objects, crates, obstacles. And Econo gives you this powerful dark matter spin for gliding and deflecting stuff. They're not just like little power-ups. They really add variety and force you to think differently.
Wow. Okay, so they really are core mechanics then, not just cosmetic. That sounds like a pretty big step for Crash.
Exactly.
And it's not just Crash running around, is it? I heard they added more characters.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Beyond Crash, you've got Coco, of course.
Yeah.
But you also play as Dr. Cortex, believe it or not.
Cortex? Seriously?
Yep. And Dingodile, who's a fan favorite.
Yeah.
And even this alternate universe Tana. And the cool part is they each get their own levels, their own abilities. It shakes up the formula, gives you, fresh perspectives.
Okay, that sounds like a lot. And speaking of a lot, the content level sounds like it's packed.
Oh, absolutely. And this ties right into replayability, which is huge here. You're looking at well over 100 levels total. Yeah. Plus all the collectible gems, the hidden flashback tapes, which unlock these really tough old school levels, tons of skins to unlock. And then they added the inverted mode. These are mirror versions of existing levels. But they aren't just flipped. They often have these weird visual filters, different enemy layouts. Sometimes you have to use certain masks. It basically doubles the content in a smart way.
Okay, so loads to do. But how does it actually, feel? Critics seem to love the challenge, but is it a rewarding challenge or does it get, frustrating? Especially for maybe newer players?
That's a really good question. It's definitely challenging. Later levels demand really precise timing. But to make it more accessible, they included the modern mode.
Right, infinite lives.
Exactly, checkpoints, infinite lives. Makes it way less punishing. But then there's retro mode too. Limited lives, game over, the whole classic deal for people who want that hardcore experience.
Gotcha.
Now, some people do find the controls maybe a bit tight or unforgiving sometimes.
Yeah.
But that precision is kind of the point. It's part of that rewarding feeling when you finally nail a tricky section. It asks a lot, but mastering it feels good.
Okay, that makes sense. And where you play it matters too, doesn't it? What's the rundown on performance? What should you know?
Yeah, definitely platform dependent. Our sources suggest for you, the listener, PS5 and Xbox Series X give you the, quote, best experience, native 4K, smooth 60 frames per second, really fast loading.
Nice.
If you value portability above all else, then the Nintendo Switch is your best bet. Runs at 30 FPS. Visuals are scaled back a bit, 720p handheld, 1080p docked, but still Crash on the go, which is pretty cool.
PC.
PC gives you the best customization. You can really tweak settings. Reports show it hitting 80 plus FPS easily at high settings on 1080p. The only catch is the always online DRM. You need an internet connection to play, which annoys some people.
Right, always a factor. Okay, so wrapping up. Crash Bandicoot 4 sounds like it's, vibrant, definitely challenging, and just packed with stuff to do. A good mix of the old feel with genuinely new design and modern looks. Lots of replay value there.
Absolutely. And building on that, it sort of makes you think, doesn't it? In an industry that leans so heavily on bringing back old favorites, what does Crash 4's approach really tell us about how you evolve a classic successfully while still, honoring what made it special in the first place?
That's a great question to ponder. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. Hope you found these insights valuable.